get our public safety report from the Metropolitan Police Department in the district. He just told me everybody's on vacation. That's why you got one officer. So give him a break. Come on up, sir.
Good evening. My name is Officer Nathaniel. I'm 5th District. I work in PSA 507, which is, if you guys are familiar with the Benning Road corridor, north and south of it, all the way out to the river. I have some facts that I was given today by some of our officials. I will try to answer you guys' questions as best as I can with the information I have. Statistics for the last 30 days compared to this time last year. We'll start with PSA 506, which is the Trinidad area. Homicides, well, gun homicides are definitely down by 100%. They're down from 1 to 0. There was another one, however, in Trinidad this year. I believe it was about a week ago, a little bit over. That one was closed with an arrest. Let's see, nothing up here. Our sex abuse cases are definitely down 50% from 2 to 1 this time last year. Assault with dangerous weapons are down a total of 58% for PSA 506. Robberies are down 30%. Total violent crime is down by 46% from this time last year. Total property crime is, I believe, up by 42%, mainly due to a couple of extra stolen autos. I believe it looks like about 4 more were stolen this month than they were this time last year. This past month, PSA 506 area. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, maybe have hard numbers on the percentages, please, for like the ADWs.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
The total ADWs are down from 12 to 5 as compared to last year. Where was I? Sex abuse down from 2 to 1. Homicide totals are also down from 2 to 1 from this time last year. Robberies are down from 10 to 7. And violent crime as a whole is down from 26 to 14. Not a problem. That is just the Trinidad area of PSA 506. Also, in the last 30 days, PSA 506 has had a total of 168 arrests. I don't have the exact figures for what for, but there was a total of 168. PSA 507 as well this time, from this time last year, there's been no change in homicides. It's from 0 to 0. Sex abuse has actually gone up from 0 to 2. Total ADWs have dropped from 14 to 8, which is 43%. And robberies in 507 have dropped from 13 to 1. Total violent crime is down from 27 to 11. And PSA 507 as well has had 185 arrests in the last 30 days. That's still 185 arrests in the last 30 days for PSA 507.
Okay, so there's no report for 505?
505. Oh, actually, I do have 505.
Oh, good.
I was only told about 506 and 7, but apparently I have everything. So, easy enough, we'll go with 505. Total homicides is no change from 0 to 0. Sex abuse total, also no change from 1, still at 1. ADW has actually gone up from 3 to 6 in the last 30 days. Fair enough. Robberies have dropped from 5 to 2. Violent crime has not changed, 9 to 9. I don't have the arrest figure for 505 today, though. I do have statistics. If you guys would like, I can read out the year-to-date stats as well.
I don't think that is necessary. However, I have a major concern that I brought up at last month's meeting. As the weather has gotten warmer, the lawn chairs are out, the grills are out on public space, and the officers are seeing more visually within 505, Ivy City specifically. However,
505 is, I'm sorry, not to throw that, but Ivy City is actually 506.
oh, okay, thank you for letting me know.
Yes, ma'am.
They must
They
have
got
changed
rezoned earlier this year. Or like right at the changeover. Ivy City is now considered 506.
Okay, so, but my concern is the lawn chairs are out, the drug usage is apparent, you can smell it, you can see it from down the block, but the officers aren't arresting people. Like I hear they have to see them in action, but you smell it and you're down the block and you see them throw it or get rid of it.
Right, I can't necessarily speak for what the officers are seeing in particular, but I mean, there's a lot more to it than just when people call in, and we do get these calls for service, and what you see when you make the call is not the same as we're gonna see when we roll into the block.
I can understand that.
There's a lot more we
Completely,
can.
but the drug usage is all day, every day, and if I now have officers walking around the neighborhood, I don't see how they have to wait for a call to come, or even to hear that they're not seeing it. Every day, my children and I see it, all day long.
But again, man, your children aren't driving you and your children aren't marked police cars with blue lights on top of them. And I'm not defending this in any way. Believe me, it's just, we obviously, to make arrests, we need the probable cause, we have to see them with it. There's a lot of factors go into it, and if we roll through the block and we can't see that we can't violate their rights just as much as we can violate anybody else's. Just stopping them, searching them as unlawful to do anything. But we do try, and every time you call, we will come through the block, and if we see it, we will make arrests. Any other questions I can answer?
Questions from the public?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, my name is Alyssa Thompson, I'm at 1222 Meigs. I just want to know if there's any intent to do anything about coming up from West Virginia, when you turn onto like Bronx Street, there's rampant prostitution, drug use, and drug sales in that area. And it's just, I don't see anything that seems to have, nothing that seems to be happening about that.
Right, ma'am. We do have, to my knowledge, there are units tasked with enforcing prostitution definitely in that particular area right on West Virginia, because that's been a problem area for many years. We do have specific units that are addressing that problem. I don't have facts for them or statistics that I can give you right now as far as what they've done, but I will bring that up to our officials and try to get them for you as soon as I can. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I have to say, I'm trying to understand where 506 is Trinidad and Iverson.
Yes, ma'am.
So those are the two properties. That's where I live as well. Okay, so, there is a lot of traffic going up and down Long Street, right off West Virginia, like she said. And people are approaching us, asking us for money, asking us for all kinds of things, and that can be dangerous, because if you say, no, you don't have any money, so you have to go out and have a shoot together, that's what you're doing around here. And, it's very dangerous for women to be walking up. I got out the house this morning, guy ran into my car, I got my car locked the door. He standing up there talking about, man, I need some money to get my SMS. I said, call DCOA, talk to them, I gotta go. I kept on going. Because he was an older gentleman.
Understand that was probably the best course of action for you to
Yeah,
take.
but, the thing is that, it's still, I don't see police and they're not asking special attention for that area. Because I live out on 11th place, in between Rom and Oakwood Terrace.
Right.
And I live in those 20 townhouses right here. And so we don't have I've never seen the police come through, and like I said, when they come through, they flying through. I saw the police one time yesterday when I was putting out my trash in the alley. He came through the alley, he was driving real slow, and so of course he stopped and said, well, hello man, how are you doing? I said, I'm doing fine. I said, good to see you in the neighborhood. So he said, well, how are you doing today? I said, I'm doing fine. I said, you got a room in your car, you can help me sweep this trash up. Of course, he just laughing and went on. But I'm just saying, we need to see more police officers walking, riding on their segways, or riding bicycles, or whatever. We need to see more of them in the area, early in the morning and late at night. And you want to come around there at nighttime, you scared to come through there because it's dark or what?
I can't speak for nighttime, I'm usually off by then, but I'll definitely bring your concerns up, ma'am, as well. We try to get more units.
There's a lot of seniors on that block.
Yes, ma'am. We do try. We do have high visibility overtime, so the district has started in recent weeks. We are trying to get more officers out to be able to sit in these areas where you guys are requesting. And
I can't jump in like we used to do back in the olden days. Around all the prostitutes, I walked to the bridge.
things are changing much better.
That's what they used to do.
Yes, ma'am.
You remember that time?
Yeah.
We used to walk places, line ball, walk across the
Mine
bridge.
isn't a question. I have a suggestion. This is warm time, this is summertime, children are out. I think the police are going to have a horrendous job anytime you've got children idle from 4 o'clock Saturday till midnight. I don't understand why someone isn't demanding that recreation function as a part of this city. it is not providing services after 4 o'clock on Saturday. With how many children in the city, or young people, or families? Come on now, that's ridiculous. That's a part of the problem. In my street, all of the streets, you've got young men, I say young men because they're 12 and older. They have nothing to do constructive, nowhere to go. Some of them have no reason to try, because some of them are in very bad situations. Recreation is something very vital and very necessary, and I don't know why we're not demanding our share of recreation. Because a pretty building sitting there with equipment inside is not servicing us. 4 o'clock to midnight, you got all these little people out here with idle hands, nothing to do, popping firecrackers, breaking windows. They're prey, the girls and the guys, to a lot of the drug dealers who go to some of the vulnerable ones and insist, come on, you gotta sell for me or else I'm gonna get you. They're intimidating them. Sometimes they are chasing them down, all kinds of things. We need to start asking for our dollars to work for us. These youngsters have no business and no reason to be idle from 4 o'clock in the afternoon till midnight on Saturday. There's no school, there's no work. A lot of their parents are not there. There is nothing. Some of them have nothing to eat after Friday evening when that lunch is served that they can get under the meal service program. So they do stand in. She and I went down, right down here to the KFC when we left the meeting, the last meeting. There were young men in there begging. Right across, and I asked one of them, I said, why are you begging, sweetheart? He said, I don't have anything. And he wants what everybody else has, to eat. So he hadn't gotten paid from a summer job yet. He had nothing. We've got to do something about that. We're gonna keep having high statistics if we don't do something about it. You don't need to have to run around chasing the same little guys because they have nothing else to do. There's some serious criminals at work that you could be helping to track down, and some serious things committed that your service could better be used for. But we gotta get bigger. We got to demand that the city provide our services to our citizens. And the ANC is the place to start, because you all are hearing it firsthand from us.
That's why we're coming.
If I may,
Yes.
I appreciate your comments, and let me just say that during Mayor Ballinger's budget engagement sessions, she actually convened roundtables in every part of the city to hear from citizens what our priorities are. I know I attended that session because, it's nice if we have a large pot of money to really be able to do everything, but we have to prioritize what is most important for citizens and certainly citizen input. It was a robust discussion, the one I went to, with a packed room, and she listened, and her budget that was sent to the council, I think, reflected those priorities, but we can always improve upon the progress that we've made. We now have balanced budgets and we're moving forward. I also have some comments for you. But first, thank you for your service. You're one of my officers. And I can tell you, I would like to say, Chairman, Mr. Lee, it is incumbent upon you to ensure that there is representation here for every PSA. Everyone has a right to be safe in their neighborhood. Everyone has a right to hear about the statistics and crime information. And it does you a disservice, officer, when you're pulled in to give a report for all the PSAs when I know that you are relegated to working hard in my PSA, which is part of the Summer Crime Initiative. And I can tell you, MPD is rocking and rolling in terms of that 185 arrests. I mean, it's unfortunate, but we need them. I can assure you more are coming. The police are out there vigorously patrolling. There's a female officer that I want to acknowledge. I don't know who she is, but she's out there on midnights actually stopping people from speeding. And I watched her issue a citation to one speeding motorist, and then not more than 2 minutes later, she chased after another one and pulled that individual, because we have people that come into the community and they behave any old kind of way. So keep up the good work. Also, the Chief Newsham has issued a warning, and I wanna reiterate it here, regarding those ATVs. They're terrorizing. The mayor had a press conference. These people are terrorizing. When I say terrorizing, someone said, oh, you're just being dramatic. No, there are 54 persons of interest with MPD, and also PG County Police has also weighed in on this issue. And these people ride these illegal ATVs, they surround motorists on the road, you know, you're at risk for an accident, they chased people on